For the sound on this device, I tried several different things and kind of came up with um, no good solution to use the existing speaker, which was located here. The Pi Zero doesn't have any audio out directly, so I did find this device that is a USB speaker. It's a stereo speaker. I've got it kind of torn apart, but I want to show you kind of what it looked like before. Like this. It has a plug that goes out to a standard USB port and hooks up into the Raspberry Pi Zero. I took it apart, so you take this cover off. There's a screw that comes here, and then if you take a look at it here, a couple speakers, and these speakers are only connected via some glue spots. So you got these two speakers and this little board here, which allows the USB, has a USB connection right here. Let's see if I can focus in on that. It's got it pretty well marked, the connections, and then the output to the stereo speakers. So what I'm going to do, and I'll show you the finished product after I'm done, is I'm going to mount these. I thought about mounting it over here where the other speaker was, but it's going to get in the way of my camera wires. So I'm going to put them right here, there, and one on the other side, just on both sides of the on-off switch. So I'm going to mount those two here and here with a little cable there. So I've just got it prototyped now, just got it kind of set up. Got to drill a few holes down through here to allow the sound to go through. Got it hooked up right now and did a little bit of software, which I'll show you how that is all set up, but added the capabilities to the remote control so you can see what I'm talking about. So I've got it set up here so that when you press the start button, ideally, I think, oh, there it goes. And here it kind of has that start sound. I'll press it again and turn it off. Just got a start sound along with an engine sound, and then I added a volume, so I can turn that higher or lower. So now the volume is quite low, or I can turn the volume up higher. That's just the engine sound. And then press it once, it turns on. Press it once and it starts. Press it again, it stops the engine sound. And then I got the select button to play music. So you can press that. And the music has volume here. It's just a song that is on one of the construction videos that my son likes. So I'll turn down the volume here. And I've got it on different channels so you can have the engine running, play music. And every time you press the select button, I'll show you in the software, I've set it up so that it plays a different song until you run out of songs, then it just rotates. So I've got that all sorted out. Turn that off so it's not making noise. So that's select is for doing different music. The start button gives you that start sound. And then you have the two volumes, a volume for the music and a volume for the engine. And then I also set up a sound for control. So if you press the top button on the left or the right side, which is typically a reverse action on the tractor wheels, but I have that turned off right now. I don't want it to move while I've got it torn apart. But if you press that button, you get the reverse beeping, or if you press the other side. So I've got those two to where while the machine's backing up or either one of the tractors is going backwards, it automatically will get that beeping sound, and that beeping sound will go over the engine sound. So those are all on different channels. The code that I'm using allows you up to 8 sounds all simultaneously, and then you can also play the music while the thing's going. So there's the music, engine's running, everything happening at the same time. So that's what I want to do for the sounds. And then I also am coding right now so that if the machine is either going forward or backwards, and you then let go of the button, I want the tail lights to come on, is kind of simulating braking. So whenever you're moving and you stop, it'll turn those on for a few seconds. just to get that to breaking. So I'll add that to the code. But this is the sound system and how that's kind of hooked up, and I'll show you the after I get it mounted here and wired well. But that was kind of the prototype. And then I'm going to rewire this. I'm going to just take wires right off of this and hook it right into the Pi Zero to avoid the extra wiring and the conversion from the standard USB to the USB micro. So I want to get rid of that wiring, so I'll show you that once it's done.